besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are just joining, I am Perpetua. So today I'll be teaching you guys how to achieve this beautiful hairstyle. First, we'll start by parting our hair. Please, when you are parting your hair, always make sure you give a very neat and straight parting. It is very, very important. The neatness of your braids depends how neat your pattern is. You guys can see how I'm taking my time to part this hair, because no matter how good you are, if your pattern is not neat, you end up doing rubbish. So guys, you guys can see that I am done parting this hair. Very neat and demure. Then I'll go in with my edge control. The edge control I'm using here is only for braiders, okay, and it's affordable. So, and it doesn't leave white casts. Please, if you're a braider, always go for the best edge control, so your work doesn't leave messy. And okay, so you guys can see I went in using brush. This brush will make my braid to be sleek, to be very, very sleek. Like, I'll make sure I use the edge control and my brush to slip the hair. But then you go in with your opening. First, you make sure you divide your hair into 3 equal parts. If you are starting to braid, if you are a new hairstylist, you start by parting your hair into 3 equal parts. Okay, then you start your braid. You guys can see how I'm starting my braid. I will hold the 3 hairs, go in with my index finger, grab, go in with my left index finger and grab. That is how you can start your braid. And make sure the roots is a bit tight, not too tight. Then you start adding your attachment. You can see how I'm adding an attachment. I don't take the last part, okay? I don't take the last part. The reason why I don't take it is because I want to get an invisible hair, like my extension. I don't want my extension to show, so I will grab the first one, leave the second one. After that, I will take the second one under. I'll put it under the hair. Okay, this is how you get when you are doing knotless braid. You make sure you do it this way so that your braids won't be showing on your hair. Like, it won't show that you added extension into it, right? Then you guys can see how I'm trying to cover the hair with the extension. I'll show you how you cover your hair with extension. Then you add your extension. When you add your extension, you hold it, push it in, like you push it in and grab. In that way, your hair, the extension you're adding will not show. Okay, then as I'm adding, I'm making sure that I'm using the extension to cover the real hair I'm braiding. You guys can see how I'm adding. When you use your left hand, you use your left hand to hide your extension inside. Okay, so this is how I'm covering the hair with my extension. Make sure your extension is showing. The side you braid, make sure the extension is covering the upper side. The under will be where your hair will stay, while the extension will cover the upper side. This way you get a very neat braid. You can see how I'm able to cover this hair despite how thick the hair is, right? Please, when you are braiding, always make sure you cover your hair. Make sure your extension covers your hair. It's very, very important, please guys. So I'll go in again, add, and do you guys notice something? This last part that I'm adding, I added bigger extension, yeah, but when I'm starting my hair, I added very little extension from the starting. You don't want the down of your hair to look bulky while the tip or the center of your hair looks tiny. No, don't want it that way. So for you to get a good and professional knotless, you start little. You start by adding little extension to your hair, please. Then as you are going, you'll be adding more extension. Yeah, it's better that the root of your hair looks tinier than the center of your braids. Like that, when you do it that way, you will see how fine your braids will come out. It will look very, very nice, and anybody that sees your work will know that this work is done by a professional, right? Yeah. So I'm done with braiding the hair. Then I'll go in by fixing my thread and needle. Yes, you make sure you double your thread, double it into 2. Then you start wrapping. This is where the work is. You wrap your hair. Please make sure you trim your hair before wrapping. Okay, you wrap your hair into one another. Always wrap. Okay, as you're wrapping, use your other hand to arrange it so it doesn't lose. Okay, so moving over to the sewing. Okay, you start from the middle part to the outer part, please, because when you sew it this way, the place that you tied from the thread won't be able to show. So at the end, you are hiding the thread. Okay, yeah, that is how you go in by sewing your hair that way. Okay, yeah, yes, you keep sewing. Make sure you sew all round for it not to lose. Okay, you sew. You guys can see how I'm sewing it. Yeah, that's how you sew. Make sure your sewing is neat. Make sure your sewing is neat. You guys can see how carefully I'm sewing this. At the same time, arranging the hair. Please. Then going in tight, you make sure you pass the thread around the needle 2 times. You guys saw how I did it 2 times. Then you cut, then divide your thread into 2, tie it again like that. It will be very difficult for you to lose. Tie the first one, tie the second one, then you cut it, right? So that's it. This is our hair. It's giving 1000 over 1000. Very beautiful. You can do this. You can try this at home. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this.